Rocket Benefits, they didn't take no for an answer. They went freaking full-fledged gangster on them. There's no question about it. It's the way to go. I was a sergeant when I got out of the Marine Corps. When I was in the AAVs, I was a corporal when I got out. And I was a crew chief of the AAVs, Amphibious Assault Vehicle. I sat behind the 50 cal and the 40 millimeters in the Marine Corps. And then my second tour, I was in Cherry Point, Camp Lejeune. Those were my main bases when I wasn't deployed. And a hydraulic line blew out of the back ramp, and then the ramp comes down. It threw me out and I broke my tailbone. I had a limp before 50 Cent made it cool. I only had a couple months left. You're gonna get out on a medical. I'm like, pfft. You know what my dad said to me? If you don't come home with an honorable, don't come home. If you get caught running to the hospital or wanting to go to sick bay, then you're 86, you're a sick bay commando. And then you get dealt with the other Marines in Courthouse Bay. I ain't going out like that. Through the years, it just deteriorated up my spine. I knew I had a limp. You know damn well the VA is not gonna be like, here's how you get more of our money. You gotta think about the VA. VA, the best way that Sarah described it is big ships move very slowly and even longer to turn around to admit that frickin' they're wrong. So I filed 3 times to get my original paperwork or copies of my paperwork, and I never got it. I sent it to both places. I had denials in 2012. For all of them, and then I just kind of gave up. You're gonna spend months of no working, straight paperwork that you're not gonna understand. Or you go to work, let somebody that does it right, let them do it. And then I looked up Rocket Benefits, it's a new company, and I checked out the reviews, I checked out the people, I called them, and boom. Talking with them was a lot easier. It was almost like talking to a therapist, because you're also, a lot of these guys, they are therapists. The people that work in there are vets. They're very understanding, which makes it easier to talk about it. It's the same thing as if they were frickin' right down the street from your house. They do everything for you. I didn't have to do anything but talk to them on the phone. I had to go to a few places that was by my house, and interviews were over the phone, and it was just easy. And they said, you know, you can call us at any time you want. And even Jennifer always called to check up, and she was the first one to call to say, hey, Ernie, have you checked your email? They got me 70% for PTSD, anxiety, depression, and alcohol use. The things that they got, I never would have thought they would have got, because you really got to fight for it. It took them, 7 months, something like that, and that's not long at all. $17.94, I believe it was, and I think it's a little bit more now from cost of living, but that's about where you're at on 70%. It put a huge relief on me. Everything I get is automatic payment for all my bills. I still have to work, but it's a huge burden off my shoulders to know that everything is paid every month. It's unbelievable. It's a silverback gorilla off my back. I recommend it to everybody. My father-in-law, when he's ready, because he's a Vietnam vet, a very close friend of mine. He's like a brother. I've known him since I was 6. He's already firing up with them. Yeah, I recommend any vet I meet that's getting into it, I tell them for sure Rocket Benefits. Bet my dog on it. If your time is money and you don't like running around and telling random people frickin' what you did in the military, and if you just want to get it done, I would do Rocket Benefits, and they're going to go way light years beyond what you're going to be able to get. A newer company, they're fresh, they're hungry. They want to make sure that frickin' every single veteran that makes their phone call, they want to make sure they're walking out of here 100% happy. You got to get your benefits, man. You did your time. You did your time over there. I don't care if you didn't leave the base, man. Go for it. You know what? If they can give $400 billion to another freaking country, here you go. Yeah, you can fork some our way. Semper Fi.